how you doing? Pat here with Pat's Rides on another beautiful Friday. It is the Friday before Labor Day of 2020, so I think it's September 5th, I think. Anyway, this video is, for the most part, going to be all about camping, how I pack the bike and things of that nature. The way I'm thinking right now, it's going to be a series. Granted, all the videos will be standalone, but it'll be a 2 or 3 part series. So if moto camping or any of the fun little things I try to get myself into interest you, please stick around, and I'll be back shortly after this, and we'll talk about how I'm going to pack the bike up for today. Alright, we're getting ready to pack up here and just go on an overnight camping trip, and I thought I'd share with you how I packed the motorcycle here. If you see my other video, you know I bought this little Pico unit from Moscow Moto. I pretty much only put it on there when I'm traveling overnight like this. I got my earplugs in there. It's a great place to throw my phone, that temporarily. Of course, I've got my camera up here mounted, which I don't use that one hardly at all. I should probably do something different. Got my camera back here mounted. My bags, for the most part, are empty right now. We'll get this thing going here in a minute. Get all this stuff out of the way. I like to keep things that are sensitive electronics in bags. That way, God forbid, if I do get water in there, like my GS 911, I don't ruin it. My air compressor, I don't ruin that. My first aid kit, and quarters. You never know when you're going to need quarters. This is nothing but tie downs. And let me go grab some stuff and we'll start packing. Okay, for the most part, this is everything I'm taking. It'll be a little bit more than I need for this trip, but if I need to, my entire camp setup will fit in this bag, and it's a 60-liter bag, SW Motec. As you can see here, it's a dry bag, 600, and it is heavy. But believe it or not, I can get all this stuff packed in that bike, and you don't know I'm set up for a camping trip. Alright, the way I like to do things is pack in reverse order. So the thing I'm going to need the last goes in first. So for example, my sleeping bag, I don't need that until everything else is set up. And then once that's in there, I have room for my other things to kind of squeeze in, like my air compressor, first aid kit, GS 911. And the reason I carry the case for the GPS, if it's calling for bad weather or if I'm hoteling it, I always take the GPS off the bike, put the cover on, and take the GPS with me. It just prevents theft, because that mount, it only keeps an honest person honest. If you really want to break it out and steal it, you can. And what I like to do for this side is kind of have this be my tent setup side. Those are my tent poles, my tent and my ground cloth. This also has the rain fly in it. So those are the things I am going to need first when I get to campsite. And these are just some straps in case I need to tie some other things down. Now, you notice I got a little wasted space here. So you put whatever you want in there, because I don't pack exactly the same every single time, but within reason I do. So let's find something that'll go in there. How about my stakes for the tent? Then I like to have stuff like this within reach, just in case I need to clean up or anything like that. Then I haven't needed it yet, but I bought this for my Alaska trip I didn't get to take this year, a blackout mask in case I was in the land of the midnight sun. Do I need to bring it with me? No, but it was in the bag. And then we're gonna set the tent poles here, get rid of that. Make sure everybody's inside. Sorry for the weird angles here. I'm using the camera on my helmet just because it's the easiest way to do this hands-free. All right, for the most part, that bag is packed. I may come back and see if I can get the tie downs on top. I like to keep them accessible just in case I need them. Over here, I'd like to start with my laptop, but I'll put it up against that wall once I get some other stuff in here that will stay up against it. And the reason I bring the laptop is if I'm out multiple days, I can transfer my video files off all my cameras onto a portable hard drive. All right, next I put in my mattress and pillow, and then just figure out how my chair will go in better. Okay, I have my towels here, my USB drive, my toiletries. And then with my toiletries here, I keep everything inside of its own plastic bag in case anything were to leak. All right. As you can see, I got my chair stuffed in there, my toiletries. My USB cables and drive. I bring some rope just in case I need it. Spare batteries in case I need them. I try to keep those on top. You can wedge this stuff about anywhere. All my coffee stuff and my old man reading glasses. And then I like to keep this on top. This is my selfie stick for whatever I may or may not be doing. And as you can see, it just barely fits in there. So there you go, that bag is mostly packed. And I still haven't really touched this guy yet. All right. This bag is empty, other than dryer sheets, because if you're traveling, that's the one thing you can't find if you gotta do remote laundry a lot of times, especially if it's at a hotel. I always take dryer sheets. Yeah, that should have enough fuel for this trip. Should only be a one-nighter. Sometimes I'll take the bag with me. Sometimes I won't. Just depends on where I'm going. I know a campground where I've got to have this bag because I got to put all this back in because it's so far away from where I'm allowed to park that you'd have to make a ridiculous amount of trips otherwise. Okay, for this trip, I'm taking my Mavic Mini. I need a sweatshirt because it's still supposed to get a little cold. I'll put this stuff up here. And most of the time, if I take that bag, it actually folds up small enough to go in here very comfortably. As you see, I've got my tie downs there. You have no idea there's something in there. Some of the last things left, my cloth diaper and my plexus for cleaning my helmet visor and bike windshield mirrors, things like that. And what else I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bunch of bottles of water in here also, and I'll have them in plastic bags. And then busy talking to you guys, I almost forgot my 30,000 milliamp batteries. I use these to recharge like my Cardo unit, cell phone if I need to, even though I've got the cell phone charger thing here now, that's not as important. Do I need to take them on this trip? No, not really, but I just do it out of habit. As you can see, I keep it in a plastic bag, but this bag's seen better days because it's traveled a lot this year already. I've got my 6 bottles of water in here. I can shove those in there. I've still got room if I need it, but if I take that, that'll pretty much finish up that. Let me show you here real quick. Alright, I needed to throw this little addendum in there before I actually sign off on this video. But you ever get that feeling that you forgot something? Yeah, I did. My slippers that I like to wear at camp. So I didn't show those getting packed. And then the one thing I did not talk about was extra clothes. And that's because for just an overnighter, I'm just going to go with what I've got. I don't need really any extra. But if I do pack extra clothes, I have another packing cube for that, and I just pack socks, underwear, and now this time of year that it's late summer, I just basically wear under my riding gear my Coolar pants and t-shirt, and that will lead me into next week's video. I'm going to talk about those and do a quick review on those. Alright, so back to my packing video. Okay, maybe not my best job of packing that, but just for demonstration purposes, it's in there. I just gotta watch I don't cause that to spray. I broke the cap. And other than one more pair of gloves, because it's going to be cold in the morning, those are just my air gloves for when it's hot. I've got everything I need for an overnight camping trip. I'm not taking any foods because I'm not going to be that remote. So just some water. Jesse Owens State Park Campground C Sand Hollow. I missed this road coming from the other direction because it wasn't really labeled. And with all the hills, twists, and turns, there wasn't a really good place to turn around, so I just went up to the other campground, made a quick U-turn, and here we are. Ooh, big bump. My first time ever down this gravel road. Camp right there, I'd be happy. Well, there it is already. Well, that didn't take long. I only know of this place right now because of another YouTuber out there that I've never met. And right now I'm having a major brain fade. I can't think of their channel name, so if nothing else, it'll be down in the description. But they've been putting a lot of videos out on free campgrounds, which free is my favorite price to pay for anything. Worst part is, I don't have a pen to register for anything. But I thought first things first, I'd just see what's available. This dirt road is very hard packed, so even if you were back here on a big touring bike like what I used to have, this part wouldn't be unmanageable. I just needed to stand, my knees are aching. Well, I left that campground kind of undecided. It's actually pretty full, which doesn't surprise me. It's Labor Day weekend, and the most important thing is it's free, so we're just cruising on down this road right now to see what we see. Oh, that's pretty. Sign back there said Condor Lake, so I assume that's what that is. Yeah, there's not going to be any camping tonight. Like I thought, the campgrounds are packed. Being Labor Day weekend, I kind of expected that, even though I'm here at noon on a Friday. But nothing else. I got some cool gravel roads to ride. Wait till you see this little dip right here. It's kind of cool. Hey, check that out. That's kind of cool. Don't ask me why I think that, I just do. We're just heading back towards the campground I went through a little bit ago. This road goes over to State Route 83 to the other part of the Jesse Owens State Park campground, and it was pretty packed too. That's alright. My buddy Mike and I are supposed to do a camping trip here in a little over a week. We both have a week off coming up, so maybe he and I will come down and have a good time and explore all these dirt roads. As you can see by looking at the bike here, you can't tell I'm set up for camping. Alright, I hope you got something out of that. If you would, hit that subscribe button right below. Watch some more videos on your left here. And if you haven't already, give me a good big thumbs up and a like. I'd appreciate it. And thanks for watching this video. We'll see you again in the next video.